The tent was slashed open from the inside. 9 experienced hikers, all skilled in extreme survival, fled into a blizzard with no shoes, no coats, and no flashlights. They never made it back. Their bodies were found weeks later, scattered across a snowy slope. Some had fractured skulls. Others had missing eyes and tongues. One had a cracked rib cage, but no external wounds. And here's the kicker, their clothing was radioactive. This is the Dyatlov Pass incident, and the official explanation? An unknown compelling force. But the truth is far more terrifying than anything the Soviets wanted you to believe. It was February 2, 1959, in the Ural Mountains. The group, led by Igor Dyatlov, was on an expedition to reach Otorten Mountain, a place the indigenous Mansi people called the Place of Death. They set up camp on the slope of Kolet Syakhl, which translates to Dead Mountain. The last thing they wrote in their diaries was that they were safe and ready to sleep. But at 2 a.m., something made them cut open their tent from the inside and run. What could cause 9 experienced mountaineers to abandon the safety of their tent in a -30°C blizzard? The unknown compelling force theory suggests a rare natural phenomenon, a Kármán vortex street causing infrasound. Low-frequency sound waves can induce panic and fear, making people feel an overwhelming sense of dread. That could explain the tent cuts and the fleeing. But it doesn't explain the injuries. Some bodies had their eyes and tongues missing. No animals were found near the bodies, and there were no animal tracks. The internal injuries were so severe that they could only be caused by a high-pressure shockwave, like from an explosion or a car crash. And then there was the radiation. Their clothing was contaminated with radioactive isotopes, but no one could identify the source. Conspiracy theories have flourished for decades. Some say it was a secret Soviet weapons test. Others point to a UFO that crashed and was covered up. The most chilling theory, though, involves a secret Soviet experiment with infrasound weapons. The idea is that the hikers stumbled upon a top-secret test site, and the military disposed of them to keep the secret. But the question remains, why did they run without their gear? Maybe the answer is simpler and more horrifying. In 2020, a new study suggested that a rare type of avalanche, known as a slab avalanche, could have struck the camp, causing the tent to collapse. They cut the tent to escape, but the avalanche swept them away. But this still doesn't explain the missing eyes and tongues, or the radiation. As of today, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains officially unsolved. The files were labeled top secret for decades, and even now, the Russian government refuses to release all the evidence. Some believe that the truth is buried with the bodies on Dead Mountain. But one thing is certain, in the dead of night, on a remote mountain, 9 people faced something so terrifying that they chose to run into a frozen hell rather than stay. And whatever it was, it left scars that the world may never fully understand.